Kenshin, wait! I'm afraid I...
On behalf of our Shishi, before you!
I'm afraid I don't have time.
Pulled the trump card! But I'm probably strong enough.
Get ready to be judged. Sisters did. Though I know one thing for can only be atoned for. That is your only path! This has not been enough. You want me and die. Claim countless lives, and yet you...
I would atone for my sins, even though I don't know how to atone. But at this moment, I have to stop you. Enishi. Is she smiling at... It's not wrong. I wasn't to lead at this point.
sister.
Me! I'll kill you!
You gave.
Kaoru.
What I wanted to protect.
Kenshin. With me. You really think that the...
What is it?
Damn it! Clone, I can send your whole... What?
Curse me, right?
You have crossed, huh? Most in one night?
Another who takes no pride in the light.
You're alike?
If you want...
Oh no.
Thinking. And where will they attack next? Now.
It's the least, you peasant.
The Kyoto of tomorrow will have no...
You really... sound we heard last night.
The festival begins! Man, so be ready.
Yes, thank you so much.
Confused wicked man. As the soul remains...
Stop staring at those...
What the hell?
It's you, huh?
Not you.
Your head!
Coming! Oshi! Oshi!
I swore a vow to this. Find your life in the new age.
Battōsai! Kill me!
I guess.
I've got him!
See this?
Hey guys, today we're diving headfirst into the action-packed, emotionally charged world of Rurouni Kenshin. Final chapter part 1. Grab your popcorn, maybe a tissue or two, because this one's a doozy. We kick things off with our favorite Battōsai, Kenshin Himura, living what seems like a genuinely peaceful life. He's ditched the bloodshed and settled down at the Kamiya Kashinryu Dojo with the ever-spirited Kaoru, the eager to learn Yuhiko, the brawny Sanasuke, and the sharp-witted Megumi. The clatter of chopsticks, the warmth of shared laughter, it's all very domestic and almost dangerously tranquil, making you wonder just how long this fragile peace can last. You know, like when you see a calm ocean and just know a tsunami is brewing. I put a lot of work into these, so if you like what you see, a like and a subscribe is always appreciated. No worries if not, but of course, peace in the Rurouni Kenshin universe is about as stable as a house of cards in a hurricane. Soon enough, the tranquility is shattered by a series of devastating, coordinated attacks across Tokyo. First, a pharmaceutical company, owned by someone Kenshin once saved, goes up in spectacular flames, the thunderous explosions echoing through the city streets. Then a restaurant, another target with a connection to Kenshin's past, becomes a brutal battleground. The metallic clang of weapons, the terrified cries of padrons, and the splintering wood as fighters tear through the establishment make it clear this isn't random. Someone is sending a very, very specific message, and it's written in fire and blood. It's like a very aggressive, very well-funded bad review. If you ask me, our hero, Kenshin, alongside the perpetually cool and collected Seidu Hajime, arrives at the scene of the pharmaceutical company's destruction. The air still smells of ash and burnt ambition. Amidst the smoldering wreckage, Seidu, with his piercing gaze, uncovers a chilling calling card, the character for Jinshu, or man's judgment, carved deep into a scorched wall. The sheer brutality of the attacks, combined with this ominous symbol, sends a shiver down their spines. This isn't just about property damage. It's a declaration of war, meticulously planned and executed by someone with a serious grudge. It's the kind of subtle hint that screams, "I'm coming for you." Louder than a megaphone at a rock concert, Kenshin's investigation leads him to a shadowy mansion where he confronts a familiar face, or rather, a familiar mask, Gain, the grotesque puppet master, Gain, a figure from Kenshin's dark past. As the Battōsai reveals himself as one of the orchestrators of the attacks, the mansion becomes a battlefield, the silence punctuated by the grinding gears and creaking joints of Gain's terrifying mechanical puppets. Kenshin dances through the onslaught, his reverse blade sword a blur against the metallic onslaught. The air crackles with tension as he realizes that Gain is merely a pawn in a much larger, more vengeful game, all orchestrated by a man named Enishi Yukishiro, a name that stabs at Kenshin's very soul. This isn't your average Saturday morning cartoon villain. This guy plays with lethal toys, Just when things couldn't get more doom and gloom, the elegant Aoshi Shinomori and the fiery Misao Makimachi arrive from Kyoto, their reunion with Kenshin. And the gang is a welcome sight, but it's quickly overshadowed by their shared concern for the brewing storm. They bring news of strange movements in the underworld, whispers of a growing syndicate, and a sense of unease that permeates the air. Aoshi, ever the perceptive one, immediately notices the haunted look in Kenshin's eyes, a shadow from his past threatening to consume him. Misao, with her usual directness, questions Kenshin's resolve, knowing that whatever is coming will test him like never before. It's like your super competent friends showing up and saying, "Yeah, we heard things were getting weird, so we brought snacks and our swords." The attacks continue their relentless march, reaching even Megami's clinic. Her quiet sanctuary of healing is brutally invaded by Inui Banijin, a towering brute armed with devastating gauntlets. The clinic's fragile serenity is shattered by the crack of his powerful punches. Kenshin, ever the protector, arrives in the nick of time, the metallic clang of his sword deflecting Inui's relentless assault. The fight is a whirlwind of brute force versus elegant defense, showcasing Inui's raw, unyielding power and Kenshin's lightning-fast reflexes. Megami, despite her fear, stands firm, refusing to be intimidated. It's a reminder that even in the face of overwhelming odds, her spirit, much like Kenshin's, remains unbroken. These guys really don't respect doctor-patient confidentiality, do they? Next on the list of places to violently disrupt is the Kamiya Dojo itself, Yuhiko's training ground. Oto Ahayako, a chilling assassin with an arsenal of hidden blades, appears like a specter, his every movement a deadly dance. But Yuhiko, despite his youth, is no longer the timid boy from the beginning. With a wooden sword that feels heavier than lead, he steps up to defend his home, his sensei's legacy, and his family. The whoosh of Ottawa's blades cutting through, the air, the thud of Yuhiko's desperate parries, and the sheer determination etched on his young face paint a vivid picture of courage. It's a testament to how much he's grown, facing down a professional killer with the kind of grit most adults only dream of. Honestly, if I were that age, I'd probably just hide under the futon dot, and of course, the ever-popular Akabeko restaurant isn't spared. Sanosuke, with his booming laugh and even louder fists, steps up to defend his beloved Tei and the other staff from a fresh wave of Enishi's thugs. The restaurant transforms into a chaotic brawl, tables splintering, chairs flying, and the satisfying thud of Sano's colossal punches echoing through the room. His loyalty is as unshakable as his resolve, and he throws himself into the fray with a ferocity that makes you wince. It's a beautiful display of friendship and brute force, proving that sometimes a good old-fashioned fistfight is exactly what the doctor ordered. Or maybe the bartender, given the location. Either way, these guys picked the wrong eatery to mess with. Kenshin's personal journey into the abyss takes him to a dilapidated, forgotten corner of his past, where he encounters TTA. This man, his face a roadmap of scars, is a ghost from Kenshin's Battōsai days, a living embodiment of the lives Kenshin inadvertently destroyed. TTA's accusations, sharp as daggers, cut deep, forcing Kenshin to confront the immense weight of his past sins. The air in the abandoned structure is thick with unspoken remorse, the only sounds the creak of old wood and the strained whispers of their dialogue. It's a raw, unflinching look at the consequences of Kenshin's bloody path, a moment where the past isn't just a memory, but a very real, very angry entity demanding answers. Talk about an awkward family reunion, but with more existential dread. The puppet master finally steps out of the shadows. Enishi Yukishiro, his eyes burning with an inferno of hatred, confronts Kenshin directly. The air crackles with an almost unbearable tension as Enishi coolly reveals his true identity. He is Tomo's younger brother, consumed by a decades-old thirst for revenge. His voice, calm yet venomous, details his intricate Jinshu man's judgment, a meticulously planned retribution designed to make Kenshin suffer a living hell, far worse than death. The weight of this revelation crushed Kenshin, the metallic taste of guilt filling his mouth. He realizes the architect of his current torment isn't just a random villain, but a ghost from his most tragic past, returned to haunt him in the most devastating way imaginable. It's like finding out your mortal enemy is actually your ex-girlfriend's really angry brother. Awkward. And now, we plunge into the heart of Kenshin's torment, the devastating flashbacks to his past. We see him as the ruthless Battōsai, a whirlwind of death and destruction, his sword a blur against the night. Then a stark contrast, the quiet, enigmatic presence of Tomo Yukishiro enters his life. She's a woman of serene beauty and profound sadness, a stark white flower blooming in the middle of his blood-soaked battlefields. The harsh clatter of steel on steel gives way to the soft rustle of their clothes as they share hushed moments. Their relationship, born out of violence and necessity, slowly begins to transform him, softening the edges of his killer's heart. It's like finding a Zen garden in a war zone, completely unexpected, profoundly impactful, and ultimately, deeply tragic. Their bond deepens, forged in the crucible of a simple, secluded life away from the chaos. We see them in their small, humble home, the gentle hum of everyday chores filling the air. Tomo, ever observant, begins to mend the broken pieces of Kenshin's soul, unknowingly becoming the most vital person in his life. But beneath her quiet demeanor, a devastating secret festers. She's been sent to spy on him, to observe the man who murdered her fiancé. The quiet intimacy is a ticking time bomb, the soft murmur of their conversations masking the looming tragedy. It's a masterclass in dramatic irony, where the audience knows the impending heartbreak long before the characters do. Oh, the humanity. Then the gut-wrenching moment that defines Kenshin's entire existence. Trapped between Kenshin and a deadly assassin, Tomo, in a desperate act of self-sacrifice, steps directly into Kenshin's path, trying to shield him from the killing blow. The sound of Kenshin's sword, meant for his enemy, is instead a sickening thud as it strikes her. The deafening silence that follows is more horrifying than any scream. It's in this tragic, agonizing moment that Kenshin receives his iconic second scar, not from an enemy's blade, but from his own, a permanent mark of his profound guilt and the ultimate price of his bloody path, the image of her lifeless body. Falling, the look of utter devastation on Kenshin's face is etched into the very fabric of his being. Talk about a bad day at the office, except the office is a battlefield and the collateral damage is the love of your life. Yikes. The flashback continues, revealing the true origin of Enishi's venomous hatred. We witness the heartbreaking scene of a young Enishi, a mere boy, stumbling upon his sister Tomo's lifeless body. His innocent, mournful cries quickly curdle into a chilling, lifelong vow of vengeance. The weight of her death, the sight of Kenshin standing over her, forever scars Enishi's soul, twisting his grief into an unyielding mission. He carries her blood-stained scarf, a constant, tangible reminder of his oath, fueling his every action, his every breath. It's a tragic cyclical nightmare, where one man's regret becomes another man's raison d'etre for destruction. And honestly, who needs therapy when you can just plot elaborate revenge for 2 decades? Back in the present, Enishi, now a grown man consumed by his mission, gathers his formidable 6 comrades. This isn't just a band of thugs. It's a meticulously assembled team of lethal specialists, each with a unique and terrifying skill set. There's the reanimated Gain, the powerful Inui, the blade-wielding Otoa, the monstrous Kujiranami, the cunning Yatsum, and the silent, deadly Mamui Enishi with cold, calculating precision outlines his Jinshu, his master plan to utterly break Kenshin, not through death, but through psychological torture, stripping him of everything he holds dear. The hushed, sinister tone of his voice, combined with the ominous presence of his comrades, paints a chilling picture of the horrors to come. It's like a supervillain's annual general meeting, but with way more murder and significantly worse. Dental Plan's Enishi's ultimate strike, the most cruel and devastating blow, is aimed squarely at Kenshin's heart. Kaoru, in a horrifyingly elaborate deception, his team executes a flawless abduction. They don't just take her, they replace her with an incredibly lifelike dummy, a macabre simulacrum designed to shatter Kenshin's world. The speed and precision of the act are terrifying. The muffled sounds of Kaoru's struggle quickly replaced by an eerie, unsettling silence. This isn't just about revenge, it's about psychological warfare, breaking Kenshin from the inside out. Enishi's goal isn't just to make Kenshin suffer, but to make him believe he's caused the death of the one person who gave him hope. It's a move so diabolical, even some supervillains would probably be like, dude, chill out. The cruel deception reaches its peak when Kenshin discovers a body washed ashore, made to look exactly like Kaoru, brutally murdered. The lifelike dummy, a testament to Gain's morbid genius, plunges Kenshin into an abyss of despair so profound it threatens to consume him entirely. His agonizing scream, a raw cry of his soul utterly shattered, rips through the mournful sound of the crashing waves. Every fiber of his being believes he has once again, through his past, brought death to someone he loves, someone who gave his life meaning. His world, which had finally found a semblance of peace, shatters into a million irreparable pieces. It's a devastating punch to the gut, the kind of emotional knockout that leaves you gasping for air and questioning all of your life choices. Even as a viewer, completely broken, Kenshin retreats to the fallen village, a desolate, forgotten place that perfectly mirrors the ruins of his own soul. He becomes a ghost, gaunt and disheveled, a hollow shell of the legendary Battōsai. Lost in a fog of guilt and overwhelming grief, he stares blankly into nothingness, his spirit extinguished. The once vibrant Kenshin is replaced by a man utterly defeated, unable to wield his sword, unable to even care. The somber atmosphere of the village, the gentle hum of unseen insects, and his utterly vacant stare combine to convey the depths of his psychological trauma. He's not just grieving, he's essentially given up on life. It's truly heartbreaking to watch our hero in such a profound state of utter resignation. This is what hitting rock bottom looks like, folks, but Kenshin isn't alone in his torment. His loyal friends Sanasuke, Yuhiko, and Megumi refuse to let him wallow in despair, even if he seems determined to. They brave the desolate journey to the fallen village, their concern a palpable weight in the heavy air. They try everything. Gentle words of comfort, desperate pleas, even angry provocations, anything to ignite a spark of his former self. Sanasuke, with his usual bluntness, tries to knock some sense into him, while Yuhiko, despite his own grief, reminds Kenshin of his promise to Kaoru. Their unwavering loyalty and shared grief are prominent, their voices tinged with desperation, attempting to pierce through Kenshin's profound sadness. It's a testament to the bonds of friendship, a truly heartwarming, if not entirely successful, intervention. Meanwhile, Aoshi and Misao, ever the perceptive observers, keep a watchful eye from a distance. Aoshi, with his profound understanding of Kenshin's mind and a warrior's almost mystical intuition, provides a critical insight. He explains that Kenshin isn't just grieving. He's punishing himself, believing he deserves this torment. Aoshi suggests that only by truly confronting his past and finding a new reason to fight beyond atonement can Kenshin ever hope to recover. His calm, analytical voice, despite the emotional turmoil surrounding them, offers a glimmer of hope, a strategic path back from the brink. It's like having a really smart, really emo chess player analyze your deepest psychological flaws, and honestly, he's probably right. Even as Kenshin remains lost in his despair, Enishi's forces are relentless, attempting to finish the job. But Kenshin's friends, with renewed vigor and unwavering determination, stand as his unyielding shield. Sanasu clashes once more with the formidable Inui Bandijin, their powerful blows echoing through the village. Yuhiko, surprisingly resilient, faces Otoa Hayako again, his wooden sword now imbued with a desperate resolve. These aren't just fights. They're declarations of loyalty, fierce battles fought not for Kenshin's glory, but for his very existence, proving that even a broken hero is worth fighting for. The sheer grit and the thudding impacts of their renewed battles show that even when Kenshin can't, his friends will always hold the line. It's the kind of loyalty that makes you want to call your friends and tell them you appreciate them, probably before they have to fight a guy with killer gauntlets for you. Meanwhile, the perpetually unimpressed Seidu Hajime, ever the pragmatist, takes on the hulking Kujiranami Hyogo, a colossal brute armed with a devastating, explosive cannon for an arm. It's a clash of titans, brains versus explosive brawn. Seidu, with his signature Gatatsu, dances around Kujiranami's destructive blasts, his mind always one step ahead. The thunderous explosions from Kujiranami's cannon shake the ground, while the sharp whistle of Seidu's sword cutting through the air adds to the intensity. It's a stark reminder that even in Kenshin's absence, there are still formidable protectors ready to fight for a cause greater than themselves. Seidu's grim determination makes it clear. Some things are just not acceptable, and destroying public property with an armed cannon is definitely one of them. As his friends continue to fight for him, as their voices pierce through his self-imposed prison, something shifts within Kenshin. It's not a sudden, dramatic awakening, but a quiet, almost imperceptible change. He slowly lifts his head. His eyes, which were once devoid of all light, now hold a faint, shimmering glimmer of resolve. Perhaps it's the sheer loyalty of his companions, or the echo of Kaoru's kindness, but his spark reignites within him. A single tear might fall, not of despair, but of a rediscovered will to live, to fight, to atone not by suffering, but by acting. It's the first sign that the legendary Battōsai, the protector of the innocent, might just return. It's like finding a single, perfectly ripe avocado after searching through a whole bin of duds. Small victory, but oh so meaningful. With the fire in his eyes rekindled, Kenshin finally stands tall again, not as the broken man, but as the protector he was always meant to be. He looks at his friends, a silent acknowledgement of their unwavering loyalty, their desperate efforts that pulled him back from the abyss. The air fills with a shared resolve as the group collectively decides to face Enishi head-on. There's no more despair, only a burning determination to rescue the real Kaoru and put an end to Enishi's vengeful Jinshu. The clatter of their preparations, the sharpening of swords, and the focused expressions on their faces all point to the impending, ultimate confrontation. They are united, stronger than ever, ready to sail into the storm. It's basically the Avengers Assemble moment, but with more samurai swords and fewer capes, which, let's be honest, is probably more practical. And so, with renewed spirits and hardened resolve, Kenshin and his loyal ally Sanosuke, Yuhiko, Megumi, Aoshi, Misao, and Seido embark on their perilous journey. They stand united on the deck of a boat, the vast open sea stretching before them as they head towards Enishi's ominous island fortress. The looming silhouette of the island, shrouded in mist and foreboding, signals the epic scale of the final confrontation that awaits them. The rhythmic crashing of waves against the hull is a powerful soundtrack to their determination. Each splash, a beat closer to destiny. This isn't just a rescue mission. It's a battle for Kenshin's soul, for the future of their fragile peace, and for the very meaning of redemption. As they sail towards that distant, dangerous land, you can feel the tension building, the anticipation for what's to come, knowing that this final chapter is far from over. It's a moment that reminds us that even when faced with the deepest despair and the heaviest burdens of the past, the human spirit, especially when surrounded by unwavering friends, can always find the strength to rise again. It's about facing your demons head on, no matter how many sword-wielding siblings they bring. So, if you've ever felt overwhelmed, remember Kenshin's journey. The path to healing and justice is often long and arduous, but never walked alone. Keep that spirit of resilience burning bright, just like Kenshin's resolve on that boat. What a ride! Ha!